appreciate it. I have a lot of awards to get through, so I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to start with our adjudicated awards and then move to our high point by age division, high point by performance division, and then our 11 o'clock numbers and our studio showcase numbers. So we started this morning off with entry number 146 from Mod Dance Studio. You Say receives a gold. 147 from TNT Dance Explosion. Ava and Higher Love receives a high gold. 148 from Capital City Dance. Tilly and Bomb Bomb receives a high gold. 149 from Hoover's Performing Arts, Sienna and Americano receives a high gold. 150 from Studio L Control receives a high gold. 151 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, Riley and One Beautiful Evening receives a high gold. 152 from Mod Dance Studio, Time to Say Goodbye receives a gold. 153 from Dance Spectrum, Flying receives a high gold. 154 from Studio 365, High Top Shoes receives a gold. 155 from Elite Dance Studio, Renesmee and Yesterday receives a gold. 156 from Elena Vasali Dance Company, Lily and My New Philosophy receives a gold. 157 from TNT Dance Explosion, Ruby and Queen Bee receives a high gold. 158 from Mod Dance Studio, Ave Maria receives a gold. 159 from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, Runaway Baby receives a high gold. 160 from Janet Dunstan's Dance Academy, Alyssa and Cyphers receives a high gold. 161 from QMDA, Wind Beneath My Wings receives our first Stop the Clock Award. 162 from Dance Spectrum, Isla and Come Out and Play receives a high gold. 163 Sarpina receives a high gold. 164 from Mod Dance Studio, Kira and True Colors receives a gold. 165 from Studio L, Fame receives a high gold. 166 from Avid Dance Productions, Ella and Straighten Up and Fly Right receives a gold. 167 from Studio Blue Dance Center, Carly and Someone You Loved receives a gold. 168 from the Floor Dance, gold. 169 from Capital City Dance, Jakey and Already Gone receives a Stop the Clock Award. 170 from Mod Dance Studio, Scatman receives a gold. 171 from Studio 365, Allison and Lily receives a gold. 172 from QMDA, Livia and Splintered receives a high gold. 173 from Dance Spectrum, Make Me Feel receives a high gold. 174 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, What a Wonderful World, high gold. 175 from Mod Dance Studio, Sophia and Game of Survival receives a high gold. 176 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Orenco Flow receives a high gold. 177 from Studio L, My Baby receives a high gold. 178 from Tonawanda Dance Arts, Emily and Asteroid receives a high gold. 179 from Elena Vasali Dance Company, Gemma and Magic receives a gold. 180 from Rochester Conservatory of Dance, Michaelan and Cooties receives a gold. 181 from Mod Dance Studio, Mia and Hit Me With a Hot Note receives a gold. 182 from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, Nika and Dreams receives a Stop the Clock Award. 183 from Dance Spectrum, You've Got a Friend receives a high gold. 184 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, Stand By Me receives a high gold. 185 from Noretta Dunmore School of Dance, Avery and It's About That Walk receives a gold. 186 from Mod Dance Studio, Ivy and Nature Boy receives a gold. 187 from QMDA, Leanne and Breaking receives a high gold. 188 from Studio L, I Can't Do It Alone receives a high gold. 189 from Capital City Dance, You Matter to Me receives a high gold. 190 from North Point Dance Academy, Stella and Say Something receives a gold. 191 from Mod Dance Studio, Marinella and French Affair receives a high gold. 192 from Dance Spectrum, Juliana and Survivor receives a high gold. 193 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, Braylon and Tippy Toes receives a high gold. 194 from Studio 365, Reese and Wild Horses receives a gold. 195 from Next Step Dance, Ryan and Amazing Grace receives a high gold. 196 from Mod Dance Studio, Homage to the Rabbits receives a high gold. 197 from Tonawanda Dance Arts, Madison and Neverland receives a gold. 198 from Studio L, I Put a Spell on You receives a high gold. 199 from TNT Dance Explosion, Body Language receives a high gold. Number 200 from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, Luce's Angels receives a Stop the Clock Award. 201 from Mod Dance Studio, Dakota and Strange Bird receives a gold. 202 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, Isabella and Unravel receives a high gold. 203 from Dance Spectrum, Brazilian Rose receives a high gold. 204 from Performance Plus Dance, Breed receives a high gold. 205 from Dance Spectrum, Bataille receives a high gold. 206 from Edge Dance Complex, Kissing You receives a high gold. 207 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Anticipation receives a gold. 208 from Performance Plus Dance, Escalate receives a high gold. 209 from the Floor Dance Company, 10 from Dance Spectrum, Spectrum, Remember When receives a high gold. 211 from Studio L, Dancing in the Dark receives a high gold. 212 from Studio 365, Crystallize receives a gold. 213 from Performance Plus Dance, Amen receives a high gold. 214 from Edge Dance Complex, Over Soon receives a high gold. 215 from Dance Spectrum, 7 receives a Stop the Clock award. Dance Factory, Rescue My Heart receives a gold. 217 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Sleep is a Rose receives a gold. 218 from Performance Plus Dance, Until We Go Down receives a gold. 219 from 25 North Dance, Liability receives a high gold. 220 from Dance Spectrum, Blinded receives a high gold. 228 from Premier Dance Center, Till Now receives a high gold. 221 from Edge Dance Complex, Don't Worry About Me receives a high gold. 222 from Artistic Designs Dance Company, Arrival receives a Stop the Clock award. 223 from Performance Plus Dance, Curtain Call receives a high gold. 224 from Spins Dance Studio, I Did Something Bad receives a Stop the Clock award. 225 from Dance Spectrum, What's the Dealio receives a high gold. 226 from Edge Dance Complex, There Will Be Time receives a high gold. 227 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Take Me Home receives a gold. 228 from Performance Plus Dance, Is This the End receives a gold. 229 from the Floor Dance Company, Torn receives a high gold. 230 from Dance Spectrum, The River receives a high gold. 231 from Karen Kelly Dance Center, American Pie receives a high gold. And 233 from Performance Plus Dance, The End receives a high gold. All right, we are moving right along to our high point by age division, starting with our sidekick solos. So sidekicks, if you hear your routine name and number, please come and form a straight line across the front of the stage, starting with Kaylin and making your way all the way down towards me. We have a sidekick solo top 4. 4th overall for our sidekick solos from Rochester Conservatory of Dance, it's McKaylin and Cooties. 3rd overall for our sidekick solos from Mod Dance Studio, it's Dakota and Strange Bird. 2nd overall sidekick solo from Mod Dance Studio, it's Marinella and French Affair. Which means your 1st overall sidekick solo comes to us from Artistic Designs Dance Company, it's Braylon and Tippy Toes. Congratulations. Can I have one more big round of applause for all of our sidekick solos, please? Sidekicks, can you take one big final bow? And then can you guys come on in towards me? We'll take a big guys, congratulations, very nicely done. All right, moving on to our mini solo top 10. Mini solo top 10 minis. If you hear your routine name and number, please come and form a straight line across the front of the stage, starting at Lauren and making your way down towards me this way. We have a 2-way tie for 10th overall for our mini solos. First up in 10th from Dance Spectrum, it's Isla and Come Out and Play. And also in 10th overall from Next Step Dance, it's Ryan and Amazing Grace. We have a 3-way tie for 9th overall. First up in 9th from Dance Spectrum, it's Juliana and Survivor. Also in 9th overall from Capital City Dance, it's Tilly and Bomb Bomb. On a Want to Dance Arts, it's Emily and Asteroid. Standing alone in 8th overall for our mini solos from QMDA, it's Livia and Splintered. Standing alone in 7th overall from Artistic Designs Dance Company, it's Isabella and Unravel. 6th overall for our mini solos from TNT Dance Explosion, it's Ava and Higher Love. We have a 2-way tie for up in 5th from TNT Dance Explosion, it's Ruby and Queen Bee. And also in 5th overall from QMDA, it's Leanne and Breaking. 4th overall mini solos, 4th overall from Janet Dunson's Dance Academy, it's Alyssa and Cyphers. And we are now moving on to our top 3 for our mini solos. 3rd overall standing alone from Hoover's Performing Arts, it's Sienna and Americano. 2nd overall mini solo from Capital City Dance, it's Jakey and Already Gone. Which means your 1st overall mini solo comes to us from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, it's Nika and Dreams. Congratulations to all of you guys. Can we have one more big round of applause for all of our mini soloists on stage? Mini solo top 10, please take a big final bow for us, please. Thank you so much, and then come in tight for a picture for me, yes? So maybe we'll do a couple levels. If you guys want to get down for me, yeah, there we go. You guys can come back this way. So we're all in the picture, perfect. Squeeze in nice and tight. Some of us down in the front, there we go. Big smiles looking at the camera. Awesome job, you guys. Congratulations. Very nicely done. You can have a seat. Thank you so much. All right, we're moving on to our high point for mini duo trio. We have a mini duo trio top 3. If you hear your routine name, you can come get your plaque from Jonathan, and then you can take a seat. Thank you so much. Mini duo trio top 3, third overall from Capital City Dance, it's You Matter to Me. Second overall mini duo trio from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, it's Runaway Baby. Which means your first overall mini duo trio comes to us from Timothy M. Draper Center for Dance Education, it's Luce's Angels. Job. Congratulations. Yes, very nicely done. All right, moving on to our mini group top 3. Third overall mini group from the Floor Dance Company, it's Doughboy. Second overall mini group comes to us from Dance Spectrum, it's Brazilian Rose. Our first overall mini group comes to us from Dance Spectrum, it's Flying. Moving on to our mini lines, we have a top 2 mini lines. Second overall for the mini lines from Center Stage Dance Studio, it's Orenco Flow. And your first overall mini line comes to us from Dance Spectrum, it's Make Me Feel. Now moving on to our junior duo trio top 3. Junior duo trios. In third from Studio L, it's My Baby. Our second overall junior duo trio comes to us from TNT Dance Explosion, it's Body Language. Which means your first overall junior duo trio comes to us from QMDA, it's With Beneath My Wings. Moving on to junior group. Junior group top 3. Third overall junior group from Studio L, it's Control. Second overall junior group from Studio L, it's I Put a Spell on You. And your first overall junior group from Studio L, it's I Can't Do It Alone. Moving on to our teen duo trio top 3. Teen duo trios. In third from Edge Dance Complex, it's Over Soon. Second overall teen duo trio from Spins Dance Studio, it's I Did Something Bad. Which means your first overall teen duo trio comes to us from Artistic Designs Dance Company, it's Arrival. Teen group top 3, teen groups. Third overall from Dance Spectrum, it's Remember When. Second overall teen group from Edge Dance Complex, it's Kissing You. And our first overall teen group comes to us from Dance Spectrum, it's 7. Moving on to teen line top 3. Teen line, third overall from Dance Spectrum, it's Bataille. Second overall teen line from the Floor Dance Company, it's Body Love. And our first overall teen line comes to us from the Floor Dance Company, it's Torn. Moving on to our teen extended line top 3. Third overall teen extended line from Performance Plus Dance, it's Curtain Call. Second overall teen extended line from Dance Spectrum, it's What's the Dealio. And our first overall teen extended line comes to us from Performance Plus Dance, it's Amen. Senior duo trio top 3. Actually a top 2, but we have a 2-way tie for second place. Senior duo trio first up in second place from Edge Dance Complex, it's There Will Be Time. Also in second for our senior duo trios, it's from Performance Plus Dance, it's The End. Which means our first overall senior duo trio comes to us from Edge Dance Complex, it's Don't Worry About Me. Moving on to our senior group top 3. Third overall senior group comes to us from Karen Kelly Dance Center, it's American Pie. Second overall senior group from Performance Plus Dance, it's Breathe. And our first overall senior group comes to us from Premier Dance Center, it's Till Now. And we have a first overall for our senior line division, and that is going to Dance Spectrum for Blinded. I am now going to move on to our high point by performance divisions, starting with our minis. So we have a first overall mini ballet going to Dance Spectrum for Brazilian Rose. We have a first overall mini contemporary going to Center Stage Dance Studio for Orenco Flow. A first overall mini jazz going to Dance Spectrum for Make Me Feel. And a first overall mini lyrical going to Dance. Moving on to our junior performance divisions, we have a first overall junior contemporary going to Studio L for I Put a Spell on You. We have a first overall junior jazz going to Studio L for Control. And we have a first overall junior musical theater going to Studio L for I Can't Do It Alone. Moving on to our teen division, we have a first overall teen ballet going to Dance Spectrum for Bataille. First overall teen contemporary to the Floor Dance Company for Body Love. First overall teen hip-hop going to Dance Spectrum for What's the Dealio. First overall teen jazz going to Performance Plus Dance for Curtain Call. First overall teen lyrical from Performance Plus Dance, it's Amen. First overall teen specialty from Center Stage Dance Studio, it's Anticipation. And your first overall teen tap going to Dance Spectrum for 7. Moving on to our senior division, we have a first overall senior contemporary for Premier Dance Center, Till Now. And a first overall senior tap going to Karen Kelly Dance Center for American Pie. All right, we are almost there. We're moving on to our 11 o'clock numbers now. So 11 o'clock numbers are not necessarily the highest scoring numbers of each age division, just the numbers that the judges thought best represented each age division. For our minis for 11 o'clock numbers, we have two in no particular order. Mini 11 o'clock number from Center Stage Dance Studio, it's Oringo Flow. And we also have an 11 o'clock number for the mini division coming to us from Dance Spectrum, it's Make Me Feel. Moving on to our junior division, we have one 11 o'clock number for the junior division, and it comes to us from Studio L, it's I Can't Do It Alone. In the teen division for our 11 o'clock numbers, we have four. First up, in no particular order from Edge Dance Complex, it's Kissing You. Also an 11 o'clock number in the teen division from Dance Spectrum, it's Seven. Also in the teen division from Performance Plus Dance, it's Amen. And rounding out our teen division for 11 o'clock numbers is the Floor Dance Company and Torn. We also have four 11 o'clock numbers in the senior division, again in no particular order. First up from Premier Dance Center, it's Till Now. Also from Performance Plus Dance is Breathe. From Dance Spectrum, Blinded. And from Karen Kelly Dance Center, it's American Pie. Also, just so you guys know, after this award session is done, I am almost through with everything. I'm going to need everyone who received an 11 o'clock number to stay on stage for pictures. Does that make sense? Everyone who just received an 11 o'clock number will stay on stage for pictures as soon as we're done this. Almost there, Studio Showcase. Studio Showcase, you have to be eligible. You have to bring a certain amount of entries. In order to be eligible for a Studio Showcase, there is only one studio eligible, but it is the number that the judges thought best represented each studio that is eligible. Again, like I said, there's only one that's eligible, and that goes to Dance Spectrum for 7. Congratulations for business. Just announcing who will be re-performing in our closing show tomorrow. We have 8 re-performing tomorrow in the closing show. Again, in no particular order. First up from Dance Spectrum, 7 will be re-performing. Also re-performing tomorrow from Center Stage Dance Studio, Oringo Flow. From Studio L, I Can't Do It Alone. From Edge Dance. From Performance Plus Dance, Amen. From the Floor Dance Company, Torn. From Premier Dance Center, Till Now. And from Karen Kelly Dance Center, American Pie. Congratulations to all of you guys. That is going to wrap up the competition portion of our weekend here at 24.